Hi guys, in this class we will discuss about a constant in PHP. You know that in previous classes we have discussed about variable in PHP. So in this class, what is constant? How you can create a constant in a PHP. So it is an identifier which have constant value. Constant value means its value will be fixed. Its value will not be changed in a program. You know that variable value may change in a program, but constant value will not be changed. Its value will be fixed. It means its value cannot be changed in a program. It starts with letter or underscore, but you cannot use a dollar sign. You know that when we declare a variable, we use dollar sign. But in case of constant creating, we cannot use dollar sign at the starting, but you can use alpha or underscore at the starting. It have global scope in the program. You know that there are two scope, a variable, local and global, but constant have only global scope in the program. What is the syntax of a constant creating in PHP? So you have to use define keyword, then constant name in double quotation, constant value, and case insensitive value true or false, but it did not support in this version of PHP. Now for example, define name. This is a name of the constant. This is value of the constant. Now you can also use this in lowercase, collection of lower or uppercase, and this is value of constant, and this is a name of the constant, value of the constant, and this parameter true or false, that is value of case insensitive, but it will not work in this version of PHP. Now I open Visual Studio Code and create a constant. In a Visual Studio Code, creating a new file, save this file constant.php, create new file and save this file constant.php, and remove this file, php, save this file, copy and paste here. Just I get a basic syntax, constant, paste here. Now what I have to do, I have to use a define keyword to create a constant. This is a name of the constant, this is a value of the constant. Now I can echo name in uppercase. Now this is the file. You can see that value of constant is displaying here. When I provide a constant name in a lowercase, it will generate error. You can see that fatal error. So it means that you have to use uppercase when you want to print or echo constant value. When you used here in lowercase, you can use lowercase in also when you want to see value of constant, because it is a case sensitive. And refresh, you can see that. So another is a true. It is not support in this version of PHP. When I refresh, you can see that warning, it will display a warning. So we did not use this keyword. So this is a way you can create a constant in PHP. So another constant I want to create, for example, ages, this is 32, echo age. When I refresh, age is also displaying here. So this is a method to create a constant. When I change value of constant, for example, refresh, you can see that constant is already defined. You cannot change value of constant, its value will be fixed. You can see that I want to try change value of constant, but it's generating error that already is declared and initialized value to that constant. This is a constant method to create. Now I open PPT slide and learn more about constant. Another is a constant array. Constant array, we can create a constant in which we can store multiple value as in array. Array is a data structure in which we store different types of data. Array is a collection of data, set of data. We will discuss about array in next classes, but in this class we have to understand we can create a constant in which we can store multiple values, group of values, making a array. So for example, define color and I am providing value in the form of array. So this is a array for initialization value assigning to color constant. So if you want to check value, you have to use index number. So index number for red is 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1, where n is total number of element. Color is a constant name. In square bracket you can pass index number, for example 1, then green will display. When you put 0, red will display. When you provide a 2, blue will be display. So this way you can create a constant to store multiple value as we store in array. So I open Visual Studio Code and provide example. In Visual Studio Code, just I want to create a constant. Constant name is students. In the form of array, I providing value to that constant Ali, Faisal, Joffrey, Damir. Now constant is created to store multiple values. Now I want to display value students. If you want to check value of a second element, so you have to use their index number. Index number of Ali is 0, 1, 2, 3. It will start from 0 up to n minus 1, where n is total number of element. Student square bracket and 2, it means that 0, 1, 2 Jafri will be display. Now I want to display value, refresh. You can see that Jafri is displaying here. So if I provide value, index number is 0, then first element will be display. Ali is displaying here. In this way you can create a constant in which you can insert, provide multiple value as we store in array. Another is a constant globally. Constant work globally. You know that we can create local or global variable, but when you create a constant, it will consider a global one. Constant or globally. Constant or globally in entire the program. From anywhere we can call that constant. So for example, define constant is created. We can use that constant in any other specific block of code. So you can see that this is a name written is outside. You can use inside. If you define constant inside, you can also use that constant outside of that specific block of code. Now I provide example to clear your concept how constant work as global. In the Visual Studio Code, first of all I want to create a function, my func parenthesis. So inside I want to use this constant. I want to get value of 0 index number element. When I refresh, you can see that I have to call that function to execute function body coding. Now I refresh, you can see that Ali is displaying here. Now I want to write constant inside specific block of code and want to try displaying value outside from a specific block of code. When I refresh, you can see that undefined constant. So for that reason, what I have to do first, you can see the Ali is displaying here. So first I have to call that function, then after calling I can display 0 index element. You know that there are two scope of variable, that is a local variable and global variable. When we declare or initialize any variable, for example this is a name, you can use this variable only in this specific block of code because it have a local scope. But student, this is a constant work globally. In anywhere you can access that constant. Now I create constant in a specific block of code, but you can use this constant inside or outside of any specific block of code as we use outside of this function. We are getting value. It is working fine because student is a constant work globally. different things we have discussed in this chapter about variable and constant. Now we will move to next chapter. If you have any confusion, you can discuss with me.